So for the last, I don't know, a little bit, I've just been feeling a little, I don't know, I guess lost in life. I mean, I think I've just always been the type of person to be lost in life, to not really know what I'm doing, to just kind of go through the motions, to kind of just do what feels right. And I don't think that anybody figures it out. You know, sometimes you think that other people have their life figured out, but it's all just a charade. They're all just doing things as they feel. That's kind of all we're capable of doing. But we have this idea, that, oh, we have to figure things out, that there's a purpose or a thing that we need to do to accomplish. And it's something I have a really hard time letting go of, just allowing myself to just be swept up in the moment, And as I'm continuing, trying to find my place, trying to find a career, trying to find a job for myself to do, to just tick off that box and say, oh, well, I'm this, or people can now see me as job title, only because it makes more sense to other people than to just be considered as just a person, No, you have to have a job title. And I know this makes me sound like I'm somebody that, is a bum. I'm not, and not that not that it's a bad thing to be a bum or to be lost in life, but I just wish that it didn't feel like so much work and not knowing what benefits I'm reaping from what I'm doing, It's almost like none of this really matters at the end of the day. You get your job, you get your family, you get your kids, you get your house, you get your thing. And then that's it. That's it. Life, that is all. And I don't know why that thought fills me with so much anxiety. Like this kind of cookie cutter things that you need to do in order to find fulfillment in life. You need these things. And so it puts so much pressure on us to achieve these things, to want to achieve these things. And we look at other people that are doing these cookie cutter things and we think to ourselves, oh, well, I'm not at this part of my journey, so I must be behind in life because I don't know what I want to do, because I don't have it figured out, because I don't have that job or career, or I don't have that, person that I want to marry, or whatever it is, or I don't have that child or that kid. And we think that those are the factors of a successful life. And so when it comes to the point where any of that is threatened, we lose sight of what's important, which is that nothing is really that important at the end of the day. We're all just kind of little shits on this planet, just trying to figure things out as best as we can with as much information as we can. And no wonder we compare ourselves to the people around us. That's the only thing we can really do. We can't, and everyone says like, oh no, you can't compare yourself, but how are we supposed to assess where we are in society if it's not for comparing ourselves with other people? And so of course we're going to feel lost when we compare ourselves to everybody else, because there's no other choice. We kind of need to, in order to kind of gauge where we are socially. And I guess lately I've just been feeling a little bit tired of the grind, grinding and not knowing where it's all for. And that kind of begs the question, why do we do? And that begs the question, why do we do whatever it is that we're doing? If it's not to share it with others, if it's not to experience it with others, why is it that we do everything that we do? It's to get bugs on my forehead. That's what I do. That's what it's for.
Yes, guys. Eat it, guys. Can I go on your scooter? No. Can I go, both of us?
Or, maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just simplicity. Maybe it's just finding that childlike wonder anywhere that you go. Sometimes things don't have to be that serious. It's not that serious. But we make it out to be serious because it is. All of these big commitments and big decisions, they are serious. There are things to be considered. But at the same time, we lose sight of the things that we want to do for ourselves because we compare ourselves to everybody else around us and what it is that they're doing. And we look at ourselves and we're like, well, I'm not enough, or I'm not this because I don't have this or this checkbox. When we're all living our own lives, our own individual, beautiful lives. And I know I keep losing sight of that. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't know anymore. I don't think I'll ever know. I think I'll always feel like I'm lost in life. But maybe that's just the journey. Maybe that's just what we're all meant to do, is to just be lost and just fucking figure it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.